Alright, it is time to get working again. Let's get started. Alright, let's go ahead and continue leveling our gems. And also getting paragons. I think I will stick to my GR124s though. Even if it's slow, I just enjoy it more. Except when you get really terrible stuff and also wasting a ring. But it's chickens. Oh, goodness. This fire grate spot is not good. So, whenever you get this fire grate spot room, you want to be careful. And that's also one of the other reasons why people dislike heaps. It's not just the rooms issues, but whether it's pylon spawn points, etc. But it's this version with the fire grates in that other previous room just now. Ooh, 15% shield. That's a weird number. This ring, both down. Bye bye. Oh, I guess I can kill these chickens. Oculus ring. Oh, more chickens were trying to get into the doorway. Now, question is it a trick? I always get tricked on this floor. Like, the times that I choose to go top, it's not top. The times I choose to go the middle right, it's the top side. So this time I didn't get tricked, but more than half the time I get tricked. And sure, obviously the tell is probably around the dark shade area, more or less, but anyway, it's just funny though. The only good thing about this heap so far is that I'm seeing more blue packs that I can enjoy compared to having yellow elite packs that I don't enjoy. Oculus ring in the center zone, that's good. 58 conduit, 57, 58 conduit. Okay, this is a bad explosion. It was almost dead anyways. Okay. Second going. Oh. More blues, Oculus ring here. Conduit is 1/3 remaining. Finally, second floor is decent. Oh, another blue, nice. Should be able to zap this blue. Oh, it was done already. I'll click the pylon for fun, even though I shouldn't have. But it doesn't really matter. Oops. Stood in the Rift Garden effect. Okay, what gem was I working on? Oh yeah, Stricken. Yeah, I'm just leveling up the other gems now. And you can tell from my ranks of gems, I haven't actually played all that much. to get where I am, because I play slower riffs, but I also gain like the amount that I want to gain, more or less, for each keystone. So my number of keystones are pretty uh well, insane in terms of how I choose to use them. Hmm. This is a very interesting non-attack speed, non 20% fire, because it gave like the 20 area and the 8 elite thing. So it's like they gave the lower two. Well, the two that are like pretty important became the minimum, but it's just cute, I guess, to say. Ghosts. Oh, how fast can I kill this spinner? Oh, that was fast, actually. That was actually very quick, by the way. Like, normally, yellow elites take forever, right? But that yellow elite pack died in, like, what is it, 5 seconds? Because normally, right, at this tier, my yellow elites are still really bad. And I didn't even use my potion power just now. So that was weird. Clearly the armor of that yellow spinner is not good. 13% channeling, 13, 14. I don't know. I didn't look right before the percentage, but yeah, that yellow elite just now, the spinner died so fast. It was rather interesting. I mean, my damage isn't that good, honestly, and I choose to do slower rifts, so I should expect that. I should say that I shouldn't expect that to drop that quickly, but it did. So, 37% power. That's interesting. I mean, power is just gonna make my runs even faster. The earlier it spawns, the faster. Well, I guess it also depends on what I'm getting, right? But in general, if I get a power within the first two, oof, there were so many grotesque explosions in that. And the problem with that situation right there was that the trees. Oh, see, I wasn't paying attention to that because power kills things so randomly. You know, you don't think about the grotesque. But anyway, if you get power and shield within the first two, your time is super fast. Uh, Spinner ads. I don't want that. Even if I can kill them, I prefer not. Oculus Ring. Yeah, this run I couldn't even use Oculus Rings on that other floor because there's just grotesque explosions caused by the power, like on random stuff. I think I can just kill for 2%. But yeah, that was a funny elite kill at the start there. But I'm gonna work on this stricken, get it also to 122 plus, just like the GoD legendary gem right next to it.
Your trial is complete. I've become stronger.
319. Yeah, when I get a power pylon, more or less, it goes nearer to 3. Okay. Wish it wish it had a bit more oomph to that. Could probably spend anyways. So let's go ahead and spend
Don't be shy. Oh, I've left a
gloves.
good paperweight. See you soon.
Started with a blue. I wasn't too happy, but I did just see an ancient possibility on the bottom left. Ancient god gloves. Hopefully it's a good one. Oh man. Not.
Anything could happen. What a steal. Ooh, that's nice. Can I have it back? Fate smiles on what a steal. Do come back again.
I don't need that. Continue. Of course. They're wasting my Oryx for a push, but I'm not ready for a 137. Oh, darn. Again,
I'm still
I need to like pay attention. It should die pretty soon. See, see how this one didn't die as quickly, even though missile dampening is actually pretty quick if you can stay inside the bubble. But like the other one, the previous run, right, that spinner, died so fast.
I'm still waiting.
It was very, very odd. Ooh,
That was
16% power. If I can click on it, there's just so many monsters. There we go. Oh gosh, spinner. Spinner adds.
need more time.
Did every spinner die yet? Okay, just as I asked. So when you get power like this is going to be a crazy fast run. I mean, obviously Aura Extreme makes it fast as well, but when you get power like this makes it look like 124 is my speed runs, right? Yeah. But 124 is like mid speeds at best. It just feels really fast, this one.
I'm still waiting.
I mean, this is the usual performance that you want in terms of time elapse.
Feel my wrath.
But there are a lot of different things that make this,
Need
that
more
turn
time.
this to a really quick run. This is painful.
I'm still waiting.
I think, I think I'll spawn here.
Not ready yet.
Hmm. Today I'm seeing Sax just a lot. Oculus Ring right in front.
Need more time. You have trust. Good to see.
That's a very much faster,
I am returning to town.
much faster in comparison.
The ancients would be proud.
Well done.
234. Those are the runs that people like generally want, even though they want even faster than that. But that's the speed that you want consistently. Ooh. Oh wow. That's an interesting one for the scoundrel. Just wanted to take that screenshot. Going. It's not gonna be the same speed as last one. Ooh. Start with a blue. Delete without much density. So the bar doesn't look too good without density at the beginning. And then I get a yellow elite. Yeah, not very much density. But this yellow elite dropped before the frozen pulse could do anything, which is cool. Man, this guy dropped the mortar like right near itself. Just like to clear out, you know. Just like to clear out the density. 25%. Spinner's gone. Good. Do you still have a meteor build you recommend? Uh, sure. I mean, it's what Paragon are you anyway? I mean, like the the cold comet works in general for the most part. It just depends on what you're actually trying to achieve. So if you want to like, you know, eventually push your 140 to 150 or something like that, uh, at some point you'll switch to Arcane Meteor. Shield 51, 50 to 51%. Oculus Ring. Bye bye. Yeah. So it's just all about like what you're gonna do with the meteor. Currently Paragon 127 trying to do Tau Russia, but haven't gotten the equipment yet. Yeah, when you haven't gotten the equipment, especially the multiplier, the damage multipliers, it's gonna feel really awkward, uh, for a little bit. So, uh, it also comes down to your first legendary that you can get, right? Uh, in terms of like, I mean, I mean, it depends on like when you started out, like what was the, or like when you finally got your Tau Russia, did you save enough like materials for a potential chance to get something better as a weapon, right? I would suggest to do visions as well, just to get more drops at a time. GR is great, but you also have to have the keystones. So you definitely want to do more visions to get multiple drops, and you want to hope that the visions that you're getting are like more than 3 floors down, because past the third floor is when the the drops get a little bit better as you go further down the number of floors. The first 3 floors are usually really not great at all. Now, in terms of like playing your Tower Russia like super early, um, the one thing you want to do is also because while you're trying to get the visions, right? So you need to do two things. One is continue doing your Act 1 bounties to make sure you get the royal ring, the ring of royal grandeur uh as early as you can. And then you want to be farming for the visions because you want to collect materials, uh especially if you get lucky with the goblin floors in said visions, right? Then you might get, the Guardian plan, the Guardian Jeopardy plan. Once you get the Guardian Jeopardy plan, it'll give you a better head start with damage, regardless of multipliers. Talking about
I am
uh
learning to
like
talk.
Tal Rasha set or something like that, you definitely want to at the beginning of the season, right? For whomever wants to start the game or start a season, generally speaking, you want to do Act 1 bounties, like uh just do like your Act 1 bounties. Be- I mean, I didn't really make my wizard yet. I have it here, but I haven't like done anything with it so far. But one thing is your mobility. So you definitely want to make sure that you're getting your reset of the meteor well enough. So when you play the build, right? Uh, you have to check your skill bar. So for example, I mean, I guess I'll just let me give me one moment. I'm gonna check one thing before I quit this. Shielding elite blue, that's just a waste of time. So if you're like playing a lot, this is like a waste of time elite pack, especially with the explosions wasting my time. But I got that one done. Now for God DH, for example, if it was a yellow elite pack and you're pushing a GR that you can't handle, you want to skip that first yellow elite pack unless you have enough Oculus rings,
Not ready yet.
or unless you have a pinkish red ring like this. But so far, this 124, it's slow, but um, I did get 2 blue elite packs, so it's good to play. Okay, so this is so whenever you're playing a GR, eventually, right? You also want to know what the monster type is, and this one is the Soul Lashers, the one with the tongue, the one that sticks out their tongue, attacks you with that tongue, more or less. I mean, earlier I saw like about 6 or 7 of them, like here, the one that just died. Like they hurt, but they give reasonable amount of progress. So whenever you're doing a GR, you want to like start learning the monster types. But of course, if you're doing so low of a GR number, let's say, right, and you're doing speed runs, like actual speed runs, things die so instantly that you have no chance to begin to like study the monster types. And why do you have to study the monster types? Well, first of all, it depends whether they are melee or ranged, right? The next thing is that in this game, the Greater Rift success potential depends on the monster types, because some monster types are really bad at giving the percentage that you want, or that they hurt a lot, you know, or that they stall time. So there's a lot of like different parts as to why I don't like to do faster runs. So you see, this run is actually very slow compared to like earlier before I spent the time to explain for like 45 minutes straight. I had one GR 124 that was like 2 minute 37 or something, 2 minute 34 probably. Whereas some other ones were like 3 minute 10. This one is probably gonna be like 4 minute something because I didn't get a power. I only just got a shield pylon, and I don't think I was using enough Oculus rings while I'm talking. I mean, I'm only more concentrating more now. So with a shield pylon, you basically get, you know, the maximum damage effect from your necklace. So it's easy to kill stuff. Of course, I could be using a fortress ballista as well, but honestly, the fortress ballista is only better if you don't get a shield early. If you get a shield early, and the time that you spend in a greater rift, such as like, let's say you play the rift that are like under 2 minutes, okay? If you do get a shield, right, your fortress is not for the shield that gives the necklace anyway. It's the shield pylon that gave the shield. And I went in a circle. Went in a big circle. But luckily I have monsters. Uh, okay. Yeah. So, long time ago, I didn't care because I love crowd control. And, it might be too noisy. So let me finish this rift and then explain. I just prefer explaining without playing. So let me get this upgrades done. The basic explanation is that the first row of stuff is like crowd control that you don't want. Oh, I just got a Taurash pants. That's cool. 424. See, it's 4 minutes something. I expected it because it was slower, and I got a new transmog because I haven't gotten Taurash even on the wizard yet. This one's pretty good. Pretty good pants to start. You'll take them. So when I play this game, right, I don't salvage this, or I don't salvage whatever I get as a bonus. So in season 28, okay, on the first week, by the end of the first week, I got like 6 Typhon Hydra pieces. I got like 2 Pintos Pride, 1 Binding of Lesser Gods, 1 Wave of Light helmet that was usable. It was like 148% Wave of Light with 4.5% crit and a socket. And I have a lot of other weapons like a Serpent Sparker wand. I had like, Death Wish weapon as a DH without gambling on the wizard at all. So like, I literally got the stuff that I would want to start uh by the time I play the wizard. Okay, yeah. So like right now, non-ancient god gloves. Aw, still nope. Or
Are you ready? See you soon. Ooh, that's nice. Can I have it?
Evan.
Hello there. Don't forget, luck always changes.
Man, not many legendaries at all this time. Oh, I see a missile dampening. Oh, I got a pinkish red ring, so let's use it. Oh, overlap. Nice. So when you get an overlap, it's a lot of damage output. And then this is a Demon Trooper and Exarchs or whatever, Anarchs. So this is a okay starter Hell Rift. Sadly, it's a very short one for a monster type like that. I mean, it's still not the best for later, but it's good for like the middle-ish, middle high. So whenever, oh, another pinkish red ring, I'll use it before I move out, I guess. So whenever I do rifts, or whenever you do rifts, you want to like gradually uh, think of the monster types while you play, so that you eventually will um, get used to doing that. And also the Oculus rings, the golden rings that are on the ground, is basically coming from this ring that I'm using right there, right? And so it gives you a lot of damage. So if light mythical is still in here, the when you watch me play, I use these Oculus rings a lot. Uh, you have to evaluate like whether those Oculus rings are is like safe to use or not. So even though I've played this game so much, so to speak, I still use my like these riffs to practice choosing whether I should use the position of the ring or not. So this is a dangerous spot because the fire chain is like in between, but I know what I can handle, and it works out. That Oculus ring was too far back, so it's not good enough. So eventually you want to keep like certain items for your follower, especially in solo, right? Got a conduit here. Use this Oculus ring at the edge of it so that it still zaps every now and then. Keep moving. But yeah, I'm a gear checker. I need to do something on the phone. Uh, I'm a I'm a gear checker at heart. I've done this for a long time, and I actually prefer wow, I got a lot of pinkish red rings, the potent power in this rift. I wish this was more pushing. But the funny thing is that even though I had these pinkish red rings, I actually didn't get as much time gain as I wanted to have. Oh, and I wasn't looking on my screen. I was looking on my phone because I was checking the like Twitch app updates that they have. So I wasn't looking at the power pylon. And this is a slower 124 again. Even though I had like what 5 pinkish red rings. Oh, I got another kind of chess piece. Uh, But not not for not for me, but yeah, 415. I mean, I don't mind these slower ones. Yeah, I got a Sangoku test. I don't mind the smaller longer Rift runs though, because I get to practice or naturally use more Oculus rings. That way when the Rift tier number that suits the Oculus rings potential,